tutorial I will again teach you how to create a table in HTML. Now since most of the students have not attended the last question to create a table, so I am explaining it again. So now first of all, when you are given a question, then you have to find out how many rows are there in the table. Now here this is the table. Now here as you can see there are 5 rows, means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we will require 5 table row tag, means tr tag. Now as you can see here, first HTML title is not required because it's not given. Then the body, then we are starting the table tag. Border is equal to 2. We can give any border size, it's not mentioned as we just want a border. Now the next one is, since there are 5 rows, so we will take 5 TRs, means first TR is this one, then second TR is this one, third is this one, ending and closing, starting and closing, then fourth is this one, then fifth is this one. So there are total 5 rows, 5 table rows. Now let's start to insert the table data. Now first of all, here as you can see, cycle test 1 is taking the place of 3 columns, that maths, science and Hindi. So these 3 columns, so that's why we will use the call span here. So here td call span is equal to 3, and then after closing it we are writing the cycle test 1, then we are closing the table data. Since there is nothing in this row, so we are closing the table row. Now the next one is table data for the second row. So this one is, first one is maths, then science, then Hindi. Since there is no row span or call span, so that's why we are just simply inserting the table data. Then next one is here, as you can see in the third and fourth row, this CA is taking the place of 2 rows. So here we have to use row span. Then again for English also it is taking the place of 2 rows, so that's why we will use row span again. The next one is geography. It is simple, just a data, so that's why TD is geography. So here, how we have inserted TD row span to, then computer application, then again TD row span to English, then geography. Now the row is over. Now the next row. Since in the next row, that is the row number 4, this history, CA already inserted, English is already inserted, then remain the history part only. So we will just enter the history subject only as table data in the 4th row, as the computer application and English have already been mentioned. Then in the last row, it is like the second row only, just we have to insert the datas. So here we are inserting the datas, and at last the table is closed. So that's all. When you are solving the question, first what you have to do, you have to count the number of rows, then you have to see where we have to use the row span and where we have to use the call span, and accordingly you have to keep on inserting the data. So prefer first counting the number of rows. That's all for today. Thank you.